There's two phrases you'll hear in life to describe a demographic. You'll hear the haves and the have-nots. Today, we're going to talk about that. Welcome, everybody. Once again, I'm your host, Alister, the Modern Modernist. And today's house, it's interesting. We're going to address mid-mod. And one of its underlying tones, or how it got started, was, the haves and the have-nots. And believe it or not, mid-century modern architecture was for the have-nots. That's how it started. It was affordable housing. And by about, here in Sacramento especially, the mid-60s, the haves were like, hey, we want cool looking houses too. And that's where we're at today. We're in a have, for sure. This one's very unique. I like it. And it's got, see these light fixtures? These are actually very whimsical. There's one right here too. It's at the front entrance. And they're almost, there's an architect here in Sacramento from the 1920s, 30s called Spooky Williams, who did these kind of like very Hansel and Gretel type houses. And this is all very Hansel and Gretel. It's not mid-mod, so it's kind of funny to see them in the front yard, but I like it because it offsets. And then wait till you see the light fixtures in the backyard, because they're more in tune with mid-mod and modernism. So it's really funny that the front doesn't match the back at all in lighting, but I like it. It's different. It's eclectic, that is for certain. So yeah, so we are Wilhagen area, part of Sacramento. It's east of the city, and beautiful neighborhood. Everybody wants to live here. It's definitely a haves neighborhood. And there's two brilliant high schools here that everybody wants to send their kid to. One's public, one's private. And so that's why everybody wants to live here. It's superb. This is a brilliant house. And it's a big one. So this video is probably going to be long because it's 5,000 square feet, but I'll get us through it. We'll figure it out. So there we go. Listing agent, Tom Phillips. Thank you very much, Tom Phillips. I really do appreciate it. So this is his listing, and let's get started, shall we? Well, we're actually on the front path. I'm about halfway up. So let's go finish the other half and get to the front door, shall we? And you can actually see, look at that. So that's where I've come, and that's where we're going. Let's see what we got. And like I said, this house is 5,000 square feet. It's a biggie. Front doors, let's start with those first. Okay, very, very late mid-mod, at least mid-mod in America. And here we go. So I'm just gonna do this front door behind me. I'm gonna go, so you can see this hallway. Look at this. That is a hallway. Someone unfortunately painted the ceiling. That ceiling would have been, my guess from the get-go, that would have been bare wood in a traditional mid-mod. And of course, yes, I would strip all the paint off, go back to bare wood. And as you come in the front door, like I said, this is 5,000 square feet. I don't think I've done a house this big yet. This is huge. So it's gonna take a hot minute to get through. It's 4 bedrooms listed, I believe it's listed as 5, but I'll walk you through, you'll see. One is definitely, I would use it as an office. It's set up as an office, so that's what I would do. And so this hallway, if we go this way, directly left off from the front door, there's a formal sitting room and beautiful fireplace. We're gonna get to fireplaces too, by the way, because we've had in past videos on strings, the debate of painted, unpainted fireplace. Well, I have the answer, the truth from the horse's mouth. So we'll get to it. So there's no more speculation whatsoever. This is the office. And look, so that's where we came in from. And look at that window. That's probably my favorite window in this whole house. There's some really cool full length, celestial-esque windows in the back, but I like that. This is the side yard. We'll actually get to the side yard on this house too. And we're gonna walk out of the office this way. And what's neat, there's a little wet bar. And that goes through to that formal room we just came out, and there's a sink there too. Hence, a wet bar. Come through this office. We're gonna get lost today, I know we are. So there's this hallway. So we've gone through that formal room on this side, and then this hallway takes you on the other side, back into the kitchen. So at the bottom of this hallway is a full bath. And bathrooms in this house are huge. This is not Strang Brothers. Like I said, this house is built 1967. And yeah, this was the haves going, we want mid-mod too. And this is what they built. And it's really cool. It really is. Got a lot of original light switches. This is what, back in the day, that's what light switches look like. Kind of cool. This one, ready for this? I don't know, when we first, I think, as I've told you before, I'm actually originally from England. We moved to America when I was 12, and we were only supposed to be here for 2 years. So the first 2 summers we lived here, we did massive vacations of driving across, trying to take in all the states. And I think we ended up taking in 43 of the 50 states. So I've seen a bit of America. I've also seen, because, I don't know, my parents were very much, well, we just need a place to sleep. We could afford different, but no. We stayed in some cheesy hotels. I mean, vibrating beds, and all of them had this feature. Yeah. It's like the heated lamp. It always just reminds me of those 2 summers because we stayed in some, oh boy, some interesting roadside hotels. But anyway, that just made me chuckle when I saw that. This bath, I think this house, all 3 bathrooms have that lamp. It just made me chuckle. But anyway, and we're actually going to turn lights off as we walk through this house today because we got 5,000 square feet to take care of. And there's nothing worse as an agent coming to your listing and seeing all the lights turned on by people that are showing the house. So this is another bedroom. So we'll call this bedroom number 1, right? We'll make that the office. The office was through that wall. So they're still on this side of the home. This is another thing that this house has. So we have built-in closets. So there we go. Which again is a mid-mod thing, is built in. Less furniture, stuff is built in. But we also have this, which I thought was really cool. And I gotta look at lights. So the light switches in this house are like unbelievably low. It's like these folks either had long arms or short legs. I can't figure it out. But anyway, and there it is. You ready? This is kind of cool. So I assume like makeup, because it's got a mirror, lamp, and then you open this down below, and there's all drawers. So I guess you can just put all of your makeup stuff, hair stuff, and get ready in your room. I thought it was really cool. Every room has that, all the bedrooms. I think it was really cool. It was neat. And I'm gonna show you this. This is very 1970s, even though it was built 67. But this is what the bedroom has. Wait till you see the command station. I've not seen one that advanced. I looked at it and I'm not even gonna try to make it work. And like I said, we're gonna try turn off lights as we go. It's just easier. So we're in this central hallway that runs down the side of the office and the back side of that formal living space. And again, there is closets galore down here. There is this whole, let's do this, there's some more lights, let's turn these on, remember turn them off. But look at that, down this hallway, that's all closet space. And there's even another closet behind me. There's no shortage of hanging coats around here at all. And then on the opposite side of the hallway, there's actually your water heater, but there's a ton of space in there. And, oh, look at that. You don't see this very often. On an all-one piece, there's a central vac system. And it's all there. It's all complete. That's kind of cool. And what's interesting, I haven't seen where it plugs in with a hole in the wall, but bits are there. I'm sure it's here working somewhere. Again, so now we're bedroom number 2. Yep, I know, ceiling fan, my least favorite thing in the whole wide world. And again, see, we go down low for the light switches, and we have, once again, kind of like a, and then there's more drawers below. Very mid-mod, very, very mid-mod with the built-ins. Let's just turn these lights off. Okay, now, bedroom number 2 is attached, Jack and Jill style, bathroom to, okay, bedroom number 3. And again, dun, 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 it's like we're staying at the Hojo's. And, oh, of course, it doesn't work in this one. See, made a liar out of me, but it is, the bulb's out. But so the next question is, where do you get these old school bulbs from? Well, that actually comes back to my photography days shooting film. There is a company called The Bulb Man, and they're here in Sacramento. They have a store in Reno, Nevada. You need any kind of obscure to normal bulb, they have it. I don't know how, they do. So you'll find that there, I promise you. With even out calling them, I know it'll be available because that's how they are. And there's a light switch right here. There it is, boom, look at that. See? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Love it. It totally reminds me of my vacations as a kid. And hold on a second. I promised I would do lights as we go, so we're gonna hold true to that. There we go. And now we're into bedroom number 3. And once again, all these, look. I love it when you come in these houses and there's definitely a sense of a design element throughout the whole place, and that they hold true to it. And again, wait till you see the masterpiece that controls that. It is hysterical. And yep. And so what we've done is front door, hard left, formal room, office, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and now there's the front door. We're back up to it. Another thing, mid-mod, early mid-mod, was it invited you into the house, but to get into the house, the invite was really just to escort you out. And again, there's all these sliders everywhere downstairs to get outside. And it's kind of a little patio out there. It's kind of cool, which I like. And we have a staircase. And again, there's just no shortage of closets. It's crazy. Wait to see this laundry room. I find in mid-mods, bathrooms in strengths, for instance, it was just a place to go wash your bits and leave. They were not these oases of places for rest and relaxation. They just weren't. And laundry rooms were the same way till I built this house. I mean, where's this, the Brady Bunch? You could open a laundromat. It is unreal how big this is. And you can tell this room's never been updated. Formica, my favorite. I love this room. And look at that color. Oh my Lord. Any shade you want, as long as it's mustard. And then, oh, that's cool. Look at that. So, I've heard of these, never seen one. I mean, don't get me wrong, we didn't really discover something, but it's actually a drying closet. And there's a sink with a drain plug on the bottom, and there you go. So you just hang stuff to dry, because in 1967, chances of having, I don't know, a dryer, you definitely had a washing machine. I don't know, that's kind of cool. That's really neat to see. I like the fact that someone's left it, ripped it out and destroyed it. So that'd be cool. And again, that's actually a broom closet. It's a big freaking laundry room. Absolutely huge. And then off of here, because this house does have a pool, by the way, and we have, so it's a bath with a shower. So very, very cool. And there's another door. So another door outside. So that's interesting. If you go into have a bath or a shower in here, and those toilet, you gotta make sure the door is locked. And let's just make sure it is locked. Yep, that's one of those. And put the deadbolt across. Yep, we're good. Sorry for the interruptions on that. There we go. Now for my favorite bit of the whole house. It needs the most work, but it's not a bad thing. It's just, this is where, you know, whoever buys this house, this is where your money's gonna go. Because this house is not cheap, by the way. It is 1.7, just over. So you get a little bit of change out of 1.8. And it's priced perfectly for the neighborhood and for the shape the house is in. Because you could move in, you could start living here right away. But I would take it back to its roots, I would. This would be a perfect candidate, again, as we've discussed on 2 houses ago. This would be a great restoration mod, a resto mod. This would be superb. Make it modern, but still a nice solid nod to its past. It would be fantastic. So we are now in, this is basically the family room. So non-formal, and there's 2 spaces in here, and it's staged that way, which I like. And there's the kitchen. Kitchen we're gonna get to. Kitchen's absolutely brilliant. But while we're here, and of course, ceiling fans. And they're like brass. I don't know, it's hard to. Deep breath. All right, ready? Fireplace. And so let's get this one put to bed. This has been painted. I'll show you what it looks like, what it should be, because it's on the outside of the house. And it is gorgeous. I don't know why you would paint this. Sandblast, it's not gonna be cheap. This thing is huge. Look at this. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But you're not gonna do any damage with sandblasting because that's all stone and rock. But I take it back to as it was. That's the way it should be. I love the ceiling in here. Look at those. I like the mix of bare wood. It's kind of like a bleach effect to it. And or whitewash, I guess, and the white beams. I love it. We've got 2 skylights in here. There you go. Look at those. Gorgeous. They need some restoration, but it's absolutely amazing. So like I said, so we came up this hallway, up the whole back side of the house. Look at this bad boy. I don't even know. I was looking at it. I give up. But it's cool. I said I would leave that. I would actually find somebody to restore that. You'd need, electrician-wise, you need someone who specializes in low voltage. There is a difference, but that's be an easy fix. Super easy to repair and get it running again. So yeah, but there you go. Kitchen, ready for this? We're gonna backtrack to the front door and let's do this because this is room I wanna hide till we get there. Sorry for the close-up of the face, but too bad, so sad, my video. Front door. So if you come into the front door and hard right, you hit this formal dining room. Now this formal dining room has 3 entrances. One I'm standing in, and there's one there, and then one back there. And they all have these like constituted, look at this, let's just do that. See, these folding doors. I love it because you can actually close this whole room off. I kind of like that. You can make it really private or just that it's not there and just, you know, circumvent the space, which I kind of like too, because you don't want people walking through your formal dining room all the time. Just, you know, leave it for when it's, you know, a special occasion and then just leave the room closed off. I kind of like it. And then from here, you walk into this is your breakfast, you know, your daily dining table, which runs parallel to the kitchen. And again, tons of storage. But somebody over the days, and then this is what I like. I'm sorry, this is where 5,000 square feet gets a bit much for videos, but you walk in from here and then you walk in this like S shape of a kitchen. So I'm gonna stand here and then I'll get you a video of it. See that? That's what we've just walked through. It's the wrong kitchen. So this is where your money would go if you bought this house, is you'd just rip this all out. I'd put it back in shape-wise, but I would go somewhere maybe like a postmodern kitchen, just to update it. We're again, very mid-mod. Double ovens built in. You've got your cooktop, okay, not an actual freestanding stove, a cooktop. So they've kept the nods in there, you know, to how it should be. But somebody, I don't know, in the 1980s was like, yeah, let's go for this. I can't stand tiled countertops. You can't lay a glass down, it tilts. You can't cut on them per se. You can't, like, your cutting board, it rocks. It's just, it's not my taste. Fridge, again, is, you know, it's too big, it's the wrong size. This house has plenty of storage where you could put a fridge, freezer, you know, in your garage for your extra stuff and just have your daily use here. But see, look at that, sticks out too far. No, it's all simple, easy stuff to fix. The pantry in this place, okay, it's on the back side, so all your dry goods. I mean, look at the size of that. That is, I mean, you can feed an army here, and then you can clean an army in your laundry room. Stunning, it really and truly is. And then this is all very, and I love this stuff because in kitchens, this is a great, and this is very late mid-mod, is these, how it runs up to your counters is curved. Just makes it super easy to clean. Stuff doesn't roll under there, it's not in the way. If you drop something right, it kind of hits up and then spills back. It's perfect. So, and then what is also nice about this kitchen, there's this whole bar area because there is a pool. This house is for entertaining, no question about it. And then, so you've got all this prep. You've got, this window is a slider, that window is a slider, and then there's your pool. And so you just open up the windows and feed, drink everybody, and it's nice. Keep the food in, away from bugs, and your guests outside because they're gonna make a mess in your house because we're all wet. So great idea. And then again, this is a double slider, by the way. It's huge. And then over here, again, kitchen, dining area, double slider. So you literally just bring the outside in, the inside out, all Bauhaus. And the mid-mod movement of what it is, it's in, and again, we've got, I know, excuse a little bladey thing, but skylights. I love, this is my favorite, this back part of the house is my favorite. So before we go outside, we're gonna go upstairs to the primary. And it's amazing up there. So, I mean, talk about king and queen of the castle. It is superb. So, staircase, and again, mid-mod Bauhaus, a traditional house of this size, these neighborhoods, staircases are very ornate. This is not. It's, it's very simple. This is what Bauhaus is. This is what mid-mod is. So in one sense, some people, they hate it. People may get mad. They just like, oh, look, the haves have ruined something. But no, they haven't. The taste, style, design of this house is totally in tune with what the mid-mod movement is. And granted, it's almost $1.8 million, but it's in tune. It's awesome. So you come up this staircase, by the way, and let's do a shot of that. Okay, look at that. So cool. And then you enter, this is the primary upstairs. The whole upstairs is the primary suite. And it's one big giant circle, so we'll take it. There's a little entryway. And to get into the primary bedroom, there's these double doors. So we'll start there first. And you walk in, and look at that. This is beautifully staged. I love the couch at the end of the bed. Gap between the end of the bed. And why is there a couch? Because the TV right there. Now, light. Look at this. How could you not like that? That's a great morning to wake up. And the view, because we're in a cul-de-sac, by the way, and the beautiful thing about cul-de-sacs, the only people that think to be on them are the people that live on them. And it's great. And look at that, straight down the street. Oh, and the opposite side of the street is a high school and green space and the river. So it's a really nice view. And so you come around, right? You drag your bones out of there in the morning, walk through here. And I was actually struggling to find lights in here. Switches, but anyway, should be okay. There's your bathroom. Pretty cool. Double sinks, closets, ready? Nice closet for days. All the way down, all mirrored. Boom. That's a lot of clothes. And then you come through your closet, by the way, and then there's even another small little closet space here next to the sink. And then there's a toilet, a shower. Oh yeah, and we didn't forget, because this house, maybe the owners owned Hojo's. I have no idea. If you don't know what Hojo's is, well, you'll figure it out. So the Great American Icon Hotel, right? Howard Johnson's. They always had an orange roof. Very mid-mod, believe it or not. And they're just called Hojo's. I don't know. We always liked it. You ready? Here we go. Yep. So you don't get cold while you're on the toilet, I guess. I don't know. And then you come through there. And now, because we have, this kind of funny. So we've got, see, double sink, toilet, shower. And then the other side, close this door, another toilet. And then this is kind of there's actually one of those sort of like walk-in silken tubs. So you could probably convert that, turn it back into a full tub. And of course, again, this one actually, they love their heated lamps. This I did the 1970s. And I really struggled to find light switches in this house. I'm not lying. There we go. And again, these people had like really long arms or really short legs. And then you come out of this bathroom situation. And this one is interesting because there's a sunken tub, and then there's actually this kind of like this again kind of a concertina door, and then off of this is like a sitting room off of the primary, and there's this huge balcony, sliders. You walk through, so we walk through that folding door, and then there is again another balcony door, and then this room is a sitting room. Now, what I like about this sitting room, again, is loaded with closets. Now, coming from a fashion background, like I said, I was a photographer and I shot fashion. Folks that are into fashion, so they buy a lot of clothes, you'll find that they have 2 sets of closets for seasonal wear. So they'll kind of do spring, summer, and then they'll have fall, winter stored somewhere else. This house, you could do just that. So your daily stuff, whatever season you're in, spring, summer, you keep in the closet and, over in that bathroom. And then your fall, winter, you're stored here. And then when the seasons switch, you flip-flop your clothes. And you can do that in this house. Now, some of you are gonna think, well, that's silly. Trust me, I know plenty of people that do that. And if you don't, well, I don't know what to say. But that is a concern when buying 5,000 square foot houses, because people with that mentality, they do just that. And so it's addressed, it's perfect. No pun intended, but anyway. Yeah, like I said, man, I couldn't imagine living in a house this big. Lights would drive me crazy because my kids actually don't have alarms. At least I'm assuming they don't, because they always leave lights on. And oh, that one is locked. Good. Just want to double check we've got lights off. We do. Woohoo! See, we're doing all right today. So, and again, so you walk out of this kind of, I don't know if you would call this, maybe this is why the house has X amount of, it's saying, I think 5 bedrooms in the listing, because it's considered, this is a bedroom because there's a bath attached, but I would make this a sitting room for the primary. I would literally make this a whole spa suite. I mean, you could turn that into an exercise room, because then there's a shower right there. But I would make upstairs, this is in particular, a primary upstairs suite, oasis, whatever you want to call it. Really, it's just for the, the king, the queen of the castle, basically, as far as I'm concerned. That's where I would make this. It is beautiful up here. It is nice. And another thing noted, we've talked about it. See that? Carbon monoxide sensor, it's down low. People put them at eye level. And if that's going off at eye level, all that's telling is that the people coming into the house, that there's a body in there, or bodies. So put them down low. You've still got a fighting chance to get out when that goes off, when it's this low. And anywhere in the house, 2 stories, 6 stories, put them down low, on the floor. They should always be on the floor, because you can come out of your primary, there's your front door. So you can hold your breath easy from where I am to that door to get out. So there you go, today's safety tip. All right, and in fact, this month is Realtor safety tip, but essentially of Realtors staying safe when showing houses to total and complete strangers. Essentially, is what we do. So there you go, today's safety tip. You're welcome. All right, so down the stairs. Now we're gonna go outside. Man, is this video taking a hot minute, isn't it? But that's 5,000 square feet for you. And let's do the garage. Then we'll go outside. I promise. We'll finish up outside. I love outside. So my green thumb approves. So you'll see. And garage is stepped down. It's 3 garages. Again, I mean, we've discussed, I like cars, I like garages. I would epoxy paint this. This is a really cool garage because look at all these beams, and it's even got a mid, I'd sit in the garage all day. It's got a celestial window. How mid-mod is that? And it is huge in here. This is a question for the listing agent, Tom, but these are all Husky metal cabinets. I do not know if they convey with the sale. If they do, this car guy approves. That is brilliant. They're not cheap. Even Husky brand, they're still not cheap. I mean, they're not Snap-on, but to have that many, that's not cheap. So that'd be cool if they convey. That'd be very cool. And again, there we go. We got lights. All right, let's go outside, shall we? See what all the fuss is about. So what are we got? We're gonna talk about light fixtures, because these are definitely not Squeaky Williams-esque, Hansel, Gretel, whimsical at all. They are brilliant. I will say that. There's a bunch of them. So let's just go straight to them, shall we? You ready? ready. Some people are gonna like this, gonna think it's probably too heavy, but I love it. Ta-da! Look at that thing. I love it. And it's mirrored. There's, that I found, I think 2, 3 others in the yard, scattered throughout the property. They're out in the sun, so they need restoration. They would not be that tricky to restore. It's just basic carpentry, but it would be expensive labor-wise, but I'd restore them because they look magical. So, all right, let's just go down. We're in the back of the house, obviously, like I said, back garden. This house it's an entertaining house. So we step down. There's a garage. Wait till you see this driveway. This is the best driveway I've seen. So, a bit of a hike to get up here, but it's nice and long. Cars. And then you get dinner guests. They don't have to park in the street. Look at that. You can get 3 cars in there. No problem at all. 4 if I drive small cars. And so then your dinner guests are not stuck on the street. Car's nice and safe down the side of your house. And for those of you with teenagers and you end up with multiple cars, everyone's got a parking space that's not on the street. So, and that is a concern. I know it is. And wait till you see this pool. It's heart-shaped, but in a whimsical kind of way. Watch this. I really want a house with a pool. This has a diving board. That would need restoration. Diving boards. Insurance companies hate diving boards. Pool owners love them. If you remove it, you can't put it back in. If you restore the one that's there, you can leave it. It's fine. They're grandfathered in. But it ain't gonna do you any favors on insurance premiums. But who cares? I like diving boards. Just be careful. But there you go. It's a really cool pool. So you do have, what I like about it, I've never thought about doing a pool this way, because you end up with shallow steps in, right? Just to soak, have a good time. And then this is actually pretty freaking deep. Well, it has to be because of the diving board, but it's deeper than most deep ends I've seen with diving boards. So very, very cool. I like it. We're just gonna walk around the pool, and like I said, so over there is another one of the lamps, and then there's the other one. So there's a whole little rest area. We'll just walk down, and this one actually needs the most restoration work, but there's a little off of the side of the pool. There's this little area to sit and chill, relax. All of this needs restoration, but look at this. I mean, these gardens have been here a long time, and they're just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I would restore all of this. And again, basic carpentry skills, but it's just gonna take labor. That's where you're gonna spend your money. But I would just fix it. This house it's priced right for what it is. It truly is. And you could move in tomorrow and live here, and then spend the next however long you want fixing it. Putting it back to, I don't know, like I said, I would do a resto mod. I really would. A nod to the past, but you can still live here and it's future-proofed. And look at this. See? Oh, they remind me of like the Carter Sparks lamps that he always does hanging in his atrium homes. And I want my betting that they're a nod to whoever is the architect on this and designed it. It has to be. They're done on a grander scale, of course. And, oh, this is sad. So, like I said, there were additional ones of these lights, because I thought there was one in the back corner and it's not there, but I just found it. But there's all the pieces you need. And like I said, this is not complicated. And actually, in a way you can go to get this fixed. So, this is acrylic, okay? You could take that piece of acrylic as it is. There's a store here in Sacramento that's on, Auburn Boulevard, but they're called TAP, T-A-P, Plastics. They will replicate that acrylic all day long. So like I said, it's sheer labor. It's not hard to find stuff. And then these are basic, any carpenter with a bandsaw, which they will all have, and a table saw can replicate that and rebuild it. This is not expensive. The material-wise is labor. But I would restore this. I would restore all of these. And the acrylic, that's dead easy. Like I said, TAP Plastics. They do custom, any acrylic you need, they make, from business card holders on your desk to, I've seen people going in there on, again, cars, You'll have acrylic windows on a race car, for instance, and they cut them out dead easy. So this, it's simple stuff because it's all flat, no curves, and they can get any color acrylic you want. So super easy. Anyway, enough about that. This is kind of, I forgot to ask the listing agent what this is. So there is a gate. It is completely overgrown. And when I look through the gap, there's a green space back there. I don't know what that green space is. I think it's the back of the other high school. But so I don't know how much access you have, if you do have access, but at least that does open up and you can kind of see the green space. I don't know, but it's kind of cool. We come down here. Now we're going down the whole side of the back side of the house, which is, to say a mature garden at best is an understatement. It's really mature, but I like it. This steps there, that's the pool equipment. That's why it's kind of loud and buzzy. Again, big closet back here for all your pool stuff. Remember the fireplace in the living room? Why would you paint that? Sandblast the inside and make it look like this. It's beautiful. Don't cover that up with paint, please. All right, there we go. There's my lecture for the day. And look at this, all this greenery. It is beautiful back here. I would set up a little patio chairs because that's the slider. There's another side door. Sorry, going wrong over the camera. There, you're right off the kitchen. Cup of coffee, sit back here in the mornings. It's so peaceful because there's green space behind you right here. You're not gonna hear anything. It's really nice. It's pleasant. Look at this. It's like a woodland walk back here. It's absolutely, this is just the back of the house. You've no reason to be back here other than to enjoy your shady garden. I mean, all of these beds, I would fill these. There's multiple varieties of hostas out there, not just green, pink, yellows, blue. I mean, you name the color, they got it. All of this, I would lighten that all up because they love full shade. They'll grow like crazy and be really bright colors with no sunlight. And so it would just aid back here. I mean, look at this flower bed too. Again, all of that. Bluebells, oh, I love bluebells. This under the shade, I mean, you could have fun. The fencing back here, yes, at some point this is gonna be a pain. Material-wise, it's not that bad, but it's getting to it, it's access, so you're gonna be paying labor. Again, there is a gate down here. See this, remember my favorite window from the office? And again, I'd love to know the history of this house, and I'll explain why, because there's a door right here. Well, look at that. See, that's just like, I love it. This reminds me of like, I don't know, like the Holy Grail, Monty Python. It's like a little mail slot. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. It just seems really weird. Like, who goes there, right? But anyway, there's a gate right here. It's padlocked, and that leads to the neighbor's yard next door, who have a really cool greenhouse that definitely needs restoration. But you know me and my green thumb, I like greenhouses. So, I mean, back in the day, maybe they were neighbors when they built the houses, so they wanted access to each other's yards, go back and forth. I don't know, but interesting. But that's very 70s, right? The neighbors are all connected by backyards. No one does that today. But look at this. I've seen some really cool mature gardens as an agent, and this is definitely, it's up there. I just like this little walk, and I would love to just come out here in the morning, sip on my tea, coffee, whatever, walk. This is just, it's gorgeous. This really is a fun house. I like this a lot. Because, I mean, look at that. It is absolutely superb. So with that, I think we're gonna end the video back here because I like it back here. It's peaceful. And we've had a couple of milestones on the channel. So we now have hit a milestone with YouTube where my channel now gets promoted. So, and I have nothing but you folks to thank for that. The fan that did it, so you need X amount of subscribers, is Shauna Frisian, who's actually a fellow Lyon agent. So thank you for that. It's really helped me out. We get a ton of views. So now we get, much to your chagrin, there's now commercials show up. I like it because it means my channel's on its way to essentially being monetized, which is a good thing. But more importantly, it gets the channel noticed and it goes into YouTube's algorithms when you search. So before that, you could not search my channel. I had to send you the link directly, or you had to know the link within YouTube directly. You could not find it. It doesn't work. YouTube doesn't work that way. So now it does. So thank you. I have nothing but to thank all of the folks that comment, share with their friends, have them subscribe. thank you absolutely from the bottom of my heart, because it's absolutely superb. I love it. So Tom Phillips, yes, thank you, sir, for letting me do the video. I appreciate it. It is his listings. Folks, I am an agent. If you want to come see it, call me. Absolutely. We can schedule an appointment. I will walk you through the house. We can write offers. You tell me what you want to do. I would love that. That would be superb. So anyway, thanks again, folks. I really do appreciate it. I'm your host, Alister, the Modern Modernist, and be good to each other, humans. Take care. Bye-bye.